This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
Well, fat people, we really hate it. I'm speaking for all fat people. We hate being hot. You show me one fat person that likes being hot, and I'm gonna have some words with them. I'm like, why you playing? You don't like being hot, bro.
And co-host Marney Winfield.
The little things that I appreciate now in life, and this gas station is the gas station of all gas stations.
And what makes it so special?
It's got like a coffee bar in there, kind of.
Dang. That's how you impress people. Get you a coffee bar. Woo. Look out. It is the 10th of June, 2023. My name's Corey Winfield.
My name's Marney Winfield.
And this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Special guest, North Studio. Mitchell, how you doing?
I am doing great.
Doing great. You're over on the couch today. Now, you guys have a nickname for that couch, right?
Which one is okay to say?
Whatever
no.
one. I just like to hear it.
The office couch?
Yeah.
No, that's the nickname.
The office couch. Okay. Is there some
Corn couch.
Whoa,
couch.
whoa, that's inappropriate right there. Jeez, oh Pete, you need to go hit a meeting. Because you had a meeting this morning.
I was just at one.
Yeah, at the 217 Recovery Center, the Spirit of Recovery. What's that meeting about, Mitch?
It's about whatever we want it to be about,
Nice.
but it's an open spirituality group.
I like that. Yeah, quite a few people today. That was nice.
Yeah, it was fun. My brother showed up. That was cool.
Nice. Is that your brother from another mother, or is that your brother from the same mother?
Same mother.
Nice. So
Yes.
that's like blood brother.
Yeah, actual. Yeah.
And I got to meet him. He told me not to talk about serial killer stuff, so we'll talk about that.
Check.
So I'm not going to even mention it. I like life. My birthday's tomorrow.
I'm going to go have dinner with him as soon as I leave here, so I'll
You gonna eat some
I'll
quail.
maybe.
Your brother likes quail.
And the eggs.
I'm not going to mention serial killer stuff, but I will mention how he talked about killing this little baby quail.
It was a baby.
It was 8 weeks old. It's a baby. He said it was.
Not in quail years.
That's an adult.
Yeah, he said it's not an adult, but it weighs about the same. So it's like, if it's a fat baby, that's fine. And
I don't really like knowing any of the details about any of the food that I
well,
eat.
he said it's on
of,
YouTube, and he said it was just amazing how quickly that life was taken from the quail.
He was trying to get at how humane it was.
because all I heard was how
So the
simple and
cruelty
easy it
was
was to
taken out of
just
it.
be done with it. He's like,
There was no
it
suffering.
was living, and then it wasn't.
because killing's
And then I
that
ripped the
easy.
skin off of it, and
Well, when you
I was
weigh
ready to eat
8
it.
ounces, I guess.
Yeah, it was. I thought he was going to say, man, I was just so amazed that feeling of like life and death was just so like crazy in my hands, like right at that moment. And I took that life. Instead, he's like, man, it was like meat and ready to eat right then, you know? And I was like, wow. Like if I was like living on an island somewhere, and because I wouldn't be doing that stuff, I would want your brother there.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, go get us some quail.
Survivalist skills.
Do what you do.
Like a year ago, he worked for a different poultry farm, and they harvested like 147 chickens in a day.
That's a lot of chickens.
Yeah. So I think that he's a little desensitized.
But he likes what he does, and well, he doesn't do that anymore.
Not the poultry farm thing. He's thinking about starting one, but more as like a self-sustaining farm thing.
Okay.
So wrote about it in my blog the other day.
Are you going to do the quail thing with him?
Might, actually.
And your first thing when you get him is to
I'll have to get all up in it to kill one.
get all up in it.
Was that a drop?
Oh, was that a drop? Was that you? Did you say that, or was that a drop?
Fabulous.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Yeah. So first you're going to buy them, and then you're going
I'll
to
have to get all up in it.
get up in it, and then what?
And you get them to do their business and make more quail.
Fabulous.
Okay. And then you're going to have to like take the head off.
My favorite part is I can't hear any of this. I can't hear any of this. So you're smiling, just diabolically over there, hitting buttons. I'm guessing which ones you're playing.
You like it.
I don't know, man.
And I have this, it's on, and I can kind of hear an echo of myself and like down a hallway. Nothing that you're playing right now.
Maybe one day I should wear that headset. And again, you're sitting on the couch and we have a wireless microphone and we have you use that. And then we have you call my cell phone from your phone that you have hooked to these headphones as Bluetooth. And then you call my phone, which is hooked to the board. And then I turn up the Bluetooth. So it's real high tech here. And so then the theory is that you hear me through the phone and the Bluetooth. I don't know why you're not hearing the drops.
And then there's quail dying.
Yeah. So that's enough quail talk. But yeah, your brother, was nice to meet him. Not a serial killer. Just a guy who likes putting food on the table.
I mean, that's what he's going for.
Yeah. No, he seemed like a cool dude, man. That's awesome that he shows up to support you and what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You know, my brother kind of does the same stuff. He just sends monies. But he lives in LA, so it's a little hard for him to
My brother doesn't have any monies. He might be able to send us some quails, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, he's got,
and you'll know that they're pre-processed.
yes. I want a fresh one.
See,
So
remember
you could-
we were talking before about how everyone has different skill sets.
Yeah.
I could never do that, but we need somebody to be able to.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You know, some countries they eat dogs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more brutal of a way that they take care of it, too, if you've ever looked into that.
I haven't not.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. I'm not going to go there.
But I wonder why. You know, because I bet there's some country out there that they don't eat quails because of that. Like it's a pet or something. And they probably eat cats.
Being land.
It's a place where they eat guinea pigs.
You can eat pretty much anything.
I'll have to get all up in it.
I'm just gonna leave that alone. So in recovery though, this is why we're doing the podcast. I wanted to do it with you guys, and Marnie wanted to do one last night, and I was like, no, 'cause this was my master plan. Because I wanted to talk about our recovery event. We had our grand opening the other day. It was a huge success. Marnie was the MVP. So
For
congratulations. Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
set everything up. You told people what to do. It was great. You know, you and the volunteers, your mom helped out quite a bit. Tyrone was here.
Tore it all down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the staff did great too. And it was a wonderful day, man.
It was amazing.
And we had about 5 people show up.
No, the turnout
Before we opened the doors.
The turnout, as Justin would say, was fabulous.
Fabulous.
There you go, right there. And I asked my dad, who also attended. He lives downstate, but he came to it. And that's a whole different thing. But he said he thought it was on the upwards of 100.
Yeah, I think Mitch counted or saw some 70s something.
I'm going to
People
guess
that
at
signed.
least 75. So between 75 and 100, like your dad said, because we got 63 people to sign in, and I know we missed people.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I could think of like 10 off the top of my head that came that I know didn't sign in.
And your dad was awesome. He was so proud of you.
He's so
I
funny.
wish, yeah. I need a dad like yours.
So-
Where do you find those?
Oh, trust me, he was not always like that. No, he part of, and Mitchell, you might not know this, but part of his enthusiasm about my recovery, first off, is he saw me through all the BS, years, and I mean decades of it. And there's times when he starts to like really talk to me about it, and he did a couple times this weekend, sit me down and start reflecting on like he talked about holding my barf bucket the other day. He's like,
Whoa.
yeah, no, he's like, I was a part of when you were like struggling. He's like, and to see you now is just amazing. But he's in recovery himself, and he was an active alcoholic for the majority of my life, especially the majority of the life that I lived at home. So, he was my drinking buddy for a lot of years. And he never really commented on my need to change because he was in his active addiction. So it's like, how's somebody who's currently using supposed to say you're making poor decisions, you know? So, but yeah, so he's been sober for, I think like he got sober at one of the junctures where I was attempting sobriety. He said he was going to do it with me, and he stayed sober and I did not, but I think he's got like 15 years now.
Nice.
So yeah, so he's very, and he, you know what, it's interesting because, you know, it's 217 and we really focus on whatever works for you, whatever pathway works for you. You know, there is no equation to sobriety. And, you know, he never really got involved in any 12-step program. He did a lot of self-reflection, I know. And, he said he changed to when he wanted to drink, he would eat ice cream sandwiches from like the gas station ice cream sandwiches. He wouldn't buy boxes of ice cream sandwiches to like have in the refrigerator. He would buy them like when he wanted to drink. He would go out and purchase an ice cream sandwich from a gas station.
That's how Corey does it now, right?
No, we got a half gallon, or was it? No, we got a tub, like one of them big old tubs.
One, or that gets you 3-4 days?
Just one, and we got home, and I'm like, I'm done eating ice cream. I think after I had like a big turtle sundae and a big ass bowl.
Like
done.
You hear the college girl after a night of drinking come back up. I'm never drinking again.
Right.
I don't know if it has to be a college girl, but yeah.
Yeah, that's who I always heard say that. So, yeah.
College girls.
It was just that age.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just like, ugh. And then this morning I woke up and I need to change, man. You know, and looking up like how to fast, you know, there's ways to do it, there's ways not to do it, you know, but they say like the 16 to 19 hour, like don't eat anything in between that. And so I at least made it to there today, made it to noon. And then I drank one of my little protein shake thingies. And then I ate 2 donuts because why not? It's my birthday weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's great that you're being mindful of that stuff. And, you know, and then I talked about how we could have like salads, at least 3 salads and chicken, like 3 nights a week.
Because I can do it, but it's starting it. It's the hardest, you know, and it takes me back to being in recovery. You know, it was the hardest to start it because I couldn't see life without drinking, and I can't see life without turtle sundaes right now. I can't, you know, and donuts.
You don't have to though. It doesn't have to.
But I know once I start, because I've done this before, once I can start it and just get some momentum going, and then I do notice the changes. I start feeling better, just like in recovery from alcohol. You know, it's just like you start feeling better. Everything's cool.
I was thinking maybe we could walk during the lunch hour. Mm-hmm. Not that we have a lunch hour because we don't, Civic
but Center's right over there.
We could go and walk for like 20 minutes every day.
That's a mile.
It's hot.
It's not hot.
You hear the open?
It's not even
do
hot.
It in the morning. That's what my peer recovery coach and I do every Wednesday.
It's not even hot. Come on. I think we should do it.
If Mitchell can do it, Corey can do
it. In front of all these people listening.
I'll do it with you.
Just where are we going to walk to?
It doesn't.
There's the
Civic Center. Yeah, we'll walk at the Civic Center.
Drive there, and then you walk a lap, and then you drive back.
I used to do something similar to that, like a long time ago.
See, I'm seeing in your face you want to say yes.
That's how I lost 100 pounds recently since being in recovery. Was I had to start walking, I had to start eating better, and I have the opposite problem that you do. I can start it, and it's easy for me to start it, but then to keep going, I lose steam, I did the exact same thing with my sobriety. I started trying to be sober a whole bunch of times, and then I'd go to like AA, or I'd get counseling, or start going to church or something, and then it would work awesome, and then eventually it wouldn't, and it would slowly start to go down, but good stuff.
I couldn't hear you.
I think he's debating. I think he's thinking.
I didn't hear a word he said.
That's not. I did. I heard it all.
I couldn't. It was so quiet.
Oh.
it was
No, I think it's a great idea.
Look into that. But no, we'll see. But there's this walking pad, like a treadmill, but they call it something else. It was a couple $100, but then there's like,
You know, the outside.
Yeah, there's a free one.
It's like that's like the
0.7
world.
miles away.
It's the world.
this dude was reviewing it on Amazon. He's all walking on it barefoot. I'm
I
like,
know. I
yeah,
heard that sort. I was like, I hope he's not making any sort of impulse buy right now for stupid crap.
But it can fit underneath your bed.
It wasn't even a good infomercial or whatever
was
it was.
quiet.
No, he sounded like he was miserable.
Yeah, it was like,
It spoke
Quiet
to his
engine.
desire, though, is what it was. It was bad, but it spoke to his desire.
it's quiet to get your 275-pound ass on there, and then it's. I think he bought the one that was only for $265. So it was really working hard. Quiet engine, quiet motor. Turn it on. Get on it. Our cats would be like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" So we got them a little thing where they get in and run, and it just like a wheel.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah,
Hamster wheels?
putting it together looks fun.
Oh yeah, who knows how? It might not be that bad.
It looks fun. I'm just gonna say that. It looks fun.
It's an exercise wheel. So if you can envision, for those of you, so when you're listening here, it's like a hamster wheel, but it has a carpet. Is it just carpet? I guess that's on the inside of the wheel.
So
And and then they just can run and run and run.
See, the problem here, Mitch, a couple things. First of all, we got to put it together. We have to put it together. So I have to
I
struggle.
have no problem putting things
was gonna
together.
say,
You're
I'll
the
put it
one.
together.
You're the one that
put your table together.
You're the one that's like ends up with like 7 screws afterwards. You're like,
They
I don't know.
They
what-
usually send about 7 extras.
No, there's always things left over, and you're like, I don't know. I'm like, should we keep them? I don't know.
Yeah, it took me a couple days to put together.
Your dad's grill.
The dad's grill. I was trying to do that on purpose so that he would never ask me to do stuff like that again. Some things I don't like doing with my dad.
That's what I like to hear. Ambition.
It was Christmas time. It was
I heard the podcast. I
did
Yeah.
you? It was 2 degrees outside.
It was. I don't know how. I would have been like,
put the
nope,
grill
not
together.
doing it.
And the next time you went to your parents' house, you're like, "Hey guys, got anything to put together?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah.
No, we're hauling wood today. And I'm like, shit, how did I get off the putting stuff? How did I get off the
How do I
assembly
do this
line
poorly?
to the hauling wood line? Like, let's not do that again. But no, we'll see. But the other problem, though, is we have 3 cats. Unless our apartment people are listening, then we only have 1. So, but it sounds like 3.
You have met.
They behave like, one.
Yeah, Nico's a ghost. My older cat, she's a ghost. Our older cat is a ghost. But the other 2, man, it's going to be a fight for the wheel. Like,
I hope so.
we're going to have to get 3 wheels, at least 2, because Nico's like me, like, I'll think about that walking stuff. But
You think so?
wouldn't that be funny if Nico just gets up there and just walks?
No, she would.
And the little ones are just like,
No, Nico will just get up there and like lay down to sleep
yeah,
there.
there you go.
Nope, I'm just taking my turn.
This is a new bed.
This is how I'm using my turn.
Yeah, we'll see though. I don't know. I just think the other little ones, I think that they can, or the younger ones, they're gonna have a problem with. I want to play now. I want to be on there now.
Yeah,
So I might have a couple.
we'll see.
When
We'll
it's
see
all
how it
said and
goes.
done.
Growing pains.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's worse problems out there, that I used to have and we don't have today. So that's a good thing, man. And going back to the open house, I was surprised by some of the people that did come. And Kendra was somebody who I went through treatment with, and I forgot she knew you because she had worked at the treatment center when you went in there.
Yep.
And so that was kind of like crazy, and just like I forgot she knew Adam, and I was like, "Hey, Adam, here." I introduced, and Adam's like, "I thought she looked familiar," but Adam knew her, and I haven't seen her in for a while, But when we were in treatment, her and we were talking about. I was like, "I'm going to start this podcast. I'm going to do this thing," and we were talking about transportation stuff, and then when I worked there, I was like, "Man, we really, should get this going." And I mean, I think she had other stuff going on. She was like, "Yeah, okay, Corey, sounds good." But then, I started doing it and just kind of turned out. But to see where she's at, and she's doing really good in her recovery, and I don't think Lenny's her husband, but fiance, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. To see him doing really well, I really liked him too. So to see them, doing well, they just bought a home. So it's just nice to see people like that.
Oh, that was Boyne City chick. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an amazing turnout, and we were able to have all of the people that are the males that are in the residential program here in Traverse City. They were able to visit to see the site and introduce ourselves, and I thought that was amazing. So now everybody has a place to the name, to you because you speak there.
Yep.
So, that was like, oh, Corey, like it was really cool to see that. I'm being excited about seeing the place because that's almost like they've heard about it, but to see it is something else. So
no more Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, and then a bunch of my coworkers from where I work at, the treatment agency that I work at, came to support me, and everybody was just like, "This is amazing!" Like, yeah, it was really cool.
I think Christina, we made her mad, or I made her mad.
I was just gonna say, "Where's our pamphlets?"
Yeah, because I was showing her around, and she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she just was like, ATS, because that's where she works, Addiction Treatment Services, which we love, and she's like, "Hey, ATS, we have all kinds of 217 stuff up. How come you don't have any ATS stuff up here?" Mm-hmm. I was like, we're supposed to somewhere. And I went and looked around, and she was gone. And she kind of just like left. I don't know if she was planning on leaving or she was just giving me a hard time, but
Was she gone or just not see her? She's kind of small.
I think she was gone.
She only came in for a minute.
Yeah, and then I think she was.
No,
gone.
we
Corey
definitely.
upset her.
We definitely should put up our programming. I actually have I have the list of the outpatient Zoom groups and things like that available for clients. We just didn't have anything posted or put up, and we do need more. We do need to figure out. I mean, we're still getting a feel for how this place is going to be set up. It's not 100% there yet.
And I was like, we have the Lions game picture. We have ATS's logo on there. We have the mobile unit from the U family last year.
Yeah, no, we're getting there. It'll be, yeah. So,
yeah, but it was not intentional that we didn't have a lot of stuff up. But then I got with Mitch yesterday, and we went through the folder because the first and third Mondays of the month, ATS has a family to family support group, and the first and third Mondays of the month they meet here, and so they have like this folder of info and good stuff. So we went through there and put a couple things out front, but yeah, I mean, anybody really, if you got something you want us to put out, we will. The lady from NA came by and she had some flyers.
yeah, meeting list.
She talked to Corey for about half hour.
And she thought that Mitchell was Corey.
Yeah.
She literally was, "Wait, you're not Corey?" Like, yeah, thanks. I have better hair.
Yeah.
No, but total success.
You must have been smiling when you were talking.
Must have been.
It must have been.
No, we got promos. I had the guys cut promos the other day, and I was going to do video promos of them, and then I realized, no, that's not going to work. So then I had them come in, and kind of like the promo for our grand opening, I was just going to have them voice it like you voiced it. And so I had the guys come in, and they recorded it. And then so I put Mitch's together today, and I put Adam's together today. And that was my thing to them, was like, smile when you're reading your script. It's just smile. Because when you're smiling, you can really tell. Like when people are smiling, you can tell.
That to me. I think you said it to.
I said it to everybody. I said, just smile. I was like, you can be talking about the worst poop you've ever taken, but if you're smiling when you're saying it, it sounds so much fun. Like it's just
This is definitely
exciting.
the first time I'm hearing this.
Smile. Justin would be like, told me to say it after every word I said. I smile. Read it again, smile. Read it again, smile. Well, maybe smile. I don't know.
That's my favorite part of his fabulous kick is when that came about during the recording of the promotional thing that we did is when he started to say it in excess, and every time he would say it, he would end it in this cheesy little kid grin. So it would be like, I think it's fabulous.
Fabulous.
And end with this little grin on his face. And he did
so
it like
true.
7 times in a row.
That's so true.
And so there's like an extra part to that joke that only happens in my head when it happens. Mm-hmm. And it's that goofy little grin that he did. And I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get that video out too. It was about the grand opening. It really wasn't made to promote the grand opening. It was just something that came to my mind. I thought this would be funny. And it turned out a lot better than I thought until I showed a couple people and they're like, it sucks. It's so slow. It's horrible.
Which was the point.
Yeah. I was like, well, some people just don't get it. And that's fine. But Tyrone was laughing his ass off. I showed it to him because I still have like the very raw, mixed down edit version, sort of. Like I still have to do like audio stuff and there's a ton of stuff I have to do to it still, but he was laughing his ass off, Tyrone was. And I told him that I want to have him in it as well. You know, asking, well, nobody asked me, you know, like, so it'll be funny. He's coming Monday. So we'll,
Tyrone?
yeah. We'll have to.
It's funny when I started here, everybody was like, yeah, Tyrone, he's here every Tuesday. And it's been Wednesday, Thursday, Monday now. Like, don't ever know when Tyrone's going to be here.
No, I think he wants to talk to me about something. But you guys are going to be taking recovery coach training together. So that'd be fun. You have to like get
There's going to be, I think there's quite a few people that you'll probably know.
I have to get his phone number so you can call him, wake him up.
Can I do that here, by the way?
Wake him up?
Do his
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
Oh, you're training
Call
here?
him.
Yeah.
Wake up calls from the front desk.
Oh, yeah.
No, my training, I don't know. I feel like it'd be more professional than my bedroom.
Of course you can do it from here.
Not as fun.
I don't know.
No, I think I think you should do it from here. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't see why not.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about that. We'll keep that under wraps.
I'll have to get all up in it.
Okay. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, guys, ladies, women, man, woman.
All right.
Thanks for coming to the studio today and doing this podcast with me about stuff.
I want to say that I'm honored to be here today because like all the podcasts that I heard up until being in one were you guys
Oh, yeah.
together. So now I can like be the third wheel.
Well, and I'm grateful for you, Mitchell, because now there's somebody else that he messes with, makes uncomfortable with weird undertone jokes.
Fabulous.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what you're talking about.
That's been basically my whole life, so I'm good with it. When I really started, every time even before I started working here, Corey would try to intimidate me. And it happened, the biggest time was my first podcast and then my first time going to Dukoski with him. Mm-hmm. And I got out of my car and I walk up to Corey and he goes, with the straightest look on his face, "Are you scared?" I was like, no. Like, in my head, I'm like, it's just some dudes. Like, my mom used to do this. And then he's like, "You should be." And then he turns around and walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, dude. And then we sit down in here for the first podcast, and he's like, "Are you nervous?" It's like stage fright. And I'm like, no, just turn it on.
Yep, that's definitely Corey.
It's not how I remember both those situations way differently.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
remember
I
you
believe
were the
him,
predator, bro.
unfortunately.
Mitch was there earlier than I was because I was on Corey time. And so I see Mitch is over there in his car, and I had to walk over and knock on his window. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know if I can do it." I was like, "Oh, you're scared?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Get your ass out of here, out of your car." I was like, "Gotta suck it up, bro." I was like, "These are just people." I was like, "Didn't your mom used to do this?" And he's like, "Yeah." You know, I was like, "Well, come on, bro. Come on." I was like, cheerleader. And then he came in here to do the podcast, and he barely was, you can walk in the room. I was like, "Dude, you got to get over here to the microphone." He's like, "I'm afraid. I'm nervous." I said, "Don't be nervous, man. We're just talking into microphones.
I have to get all up in it.
I was like, just get all up in it. Yeah.
Do you smell that? It smells like pants on fire.
You got your special boots on.
Oh my gosh. Corey has a funny way of remembering his own things.
How did it really happen? Now people wonder. I don't know.
Oh, it was good though.
Now some people are nervous. Norm said he was nervous when he did that podcast the other day.
Yeah, and then it was fun talking to him afterwards because he was telling us about how he heard it and was critiquing himself. I'm like, yeah, you'll do that every single time. So,
and plus, then he'll come back. He can come back and do it another one.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll write down all the words he said he doesn't want to say all the time, like and or what was another one? But, or no, but was me.
That's mine.
We should do like a zapper, like hook it up to like a car battery. But
Car battery.
I'm trying to say butter, man. Stop it, my nipples hurt.
Because that's what you have to hook it.
That's why I picked mine. And get rid of my man titties too. I'm at it. Mom, why are you hooking yours to your nuts?
Oh my God.
No, he's not going to come back.
No, he's definitely not coming
here.
back.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
It's an idea.
We want Norm to come back. He's killing it with his Search for Serenity group.
Yeah, for real.
And everybody. So
And his promo will be up too. So you go to Mitch's page and you can see his promo. You can go to the meetings page too at 217recovery.com and see the promos that we have done for each meeting. And it just kind of, the purpose of it, the intent was to kind of give you a little insight about what goes on at the meeting. Some guys do that better than others. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And they can always change it because we have a studio. So
and when you go to my page on the site, you're totally going to be able to get to more than just 3 of my blogs, right?
yeah, I think if you click on one, it brings them all up.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I thought it just brings that one up. I haven't really read one of my own blogs because I wrote it.
Well, go to
I've read
Mitch's
them.
page.
They're very good.
Thank you.
217recovery.com.
I heart them all.
Aw.
I do too. I gotta gain some traction somehow.
Yeah, Marnie read my blog this morning. She was like, good blog from
It
yesterday.
was a good
I was like,
blog.
It was
Was that this morning or yesterday?
yesterday.
I wrote it yesterday. She doesn't read mine until like, she's so bored. She has nothing else to do.
Oh my God.
And she jumps on there.
I like when my mom reads mine because she's like, "I didn't know you felt that way." I'm like, "Well, the cries for help were there, so
Yeah.
definitely were." When did you almost die? I'm like, you were like the first person I called when that happened. Thank you for remembering.
It's a trauma response. She's
Yeah.
like, nope, don't remember it. Never happened.
Oh, it's good.
It's a crazy story, Mitchell, but nope.
Yeah. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. You find out how real important you are. That's all right. We'll remember that when they need some help later. I need wipe my butt. I'm like, what? I didn't, what?
I got a coupon to this old folks' home.
So brothers and sisters are for.
Yeah. The oldest doesn't have to deal with that. That's what the youngest is for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my sister, she'll probably take care of my mom and stepdad if they need it. Sorry, Kylie. My sister doesn't listen anyway, so she probably needs to. Probably should. She'd probably benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest
Just
brother
life.
has a really caring wife. I feel like she's going to be the one doing it.
Marnie's not. Not that she's not caring, but just she's too busy.
You make time for your parents. I mean, it's not like I can be, no. Why are you making me talk about this right now? Like, it's like
That's what I
I'm
do.
facing it right now.
Mitch
the one-
brought it up.
Years and years and years from now, and our lives will be different.
You're the one person that's busier than Corey around here.
I swear. Well, thank you for
yeah.
acknowledging that. But here's the thing, though. Would Corey be as busy as he is if he didn't spend as much time effing around?
I mean, it's true, but you have to have fun to stay somewhat sane.
Yeah, honey.
But he's here literally every day until like 7 at night.
every once in a while, you guys have to buy a car, and then he doesn't show up.
Yeah, so the only time I'm not here, I have to go do her crap with her.
Her crap. I remember 2 days before that, I finally talked her into getting a car, and then after it took an entire day, you're like, God, she wanted a car, and it'll take us all day.
Right?
I love how your one of your superpowers is your shifting perspective. It's on a swivel. It's very fluid.
Yes. This is true.
Keeps you
This
sane.
is true.
Just saying.
His framing is incredible.
Because she was mad yesterday because when we were in here, I was playing old radio stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
For a
I was
long
trying to
time.
leave early.
For a really long time.
And yeah, but she was like, I thought you guys were doing a podcast or something in there. I was like, no.
We should have.
It's like, what?
That would have been a funny podcast.
He's like, we need to do a podcast tonight. And I'm like, what do you mean? You did one already. It's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No, that was literally me coming in here going, I have stuff to do, but I can't do it all in the amount of time I have, so can I leave early? And then Adam came in before I could get the can I leave early part out. And then we started talking about the old days in radio and all of his special friends. And then he had to show us. So then an hour and 15 minutes later, which was even further than I had to stay, we got done.
Yeah, we were like
So
it was like after 5 o'clock.
Instead of actually leaving early, I left late because I had to finish my blog at that point. So it was
Backfire.
It was a good, yeah. It was a he was what he was doing. He was actually doing good work. He was teaching me a lesson, as he was being a good shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey. So this effing off, as you referred to it as,
Produces good fruit.
has purpose. Really does. Anyway, so that's 9 minutes later after I was like, well, thanks for coming and doing a podcast, you guys. That's why I don't hit the theme music until I know we're done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be stopping it. I'm like, hold on. Got 8 things.
Did you do the theme music? I got rid of the headphones a while ago.
Yeah, I turned the phone on. I hung up. Well, thanks, you guys. It was fun, and we'll have to do this again sometime.
For sure. Everyone enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. We hope you come back for our next episode.